Welcome to Movie Castle, the only podcast on the internet about movies and also castle real estate.
Oh, for sure.
I'm your host, Cooper.
My name's Aiden. It's great to be here, man.
It's great to be here. We've been 11 billion light years away, right?
Yeah, and in the future, like for the rest of this podcast, I am going to be only speaking in tones. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can pull it up. Fucking crashed. Bits over. Damn, that sucks. Are you excited to talk about this movie, man?
I am excited to talk about it. We got so Project Hail Mary is the subject of today's episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This movie's interesting. I would like you to name all 5 credits from Phil Lord and Chris Miller right now.
The Lego Movie?
Yes, the Lego Movie.
Jump Street 1 and 21 and 22.
Yep.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do Spider-Verse, you can throw those in there.
Yeah.
And Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, there you go. What a fucking filmography, dude. Holy shit.
It really is.
This is their first live action movie since 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
And if you don't count Solo, which it feels like this is kind of a spite project.
Yes.
About to just put what they had in Solo into this. And it's interesting to think of how people would have reacted if this was how Solo was.
Mm-hmm.
If it had this tone, you know? If it looked this good, it probably wouldn't have looked this good because it has a house style and they're working within a system. I think we got the best outcome here. You know what I mean?
I would say so. I do have a little game for you, though.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I was getting right into it.
No, you're good. You're good. It's not quite like a normal game. It's more of a question.
Okay.
So I was thinking about with relation to this movie, and I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but movies that people see multiple times in theaters.
Right.
And this feels like one of those movies.
Mm-hmm.
What are some movies that if you had been there for their release, you would have seen 20 times?
My friend Speed Racer would like a word. That one, especially the ending. I think if I saw that in theaters, I would have saw God. I think I would have chosen a theistic lifestyle after that. You know.
Yeah.
That's a great question. I'm so unprepared for it. I mean, there's some bangers, you know. I would go see The Thing multiple times, probably. There's a lot of movies that are, game changers that I would have dragged my friends to and, individually to go see, you know? Just as, a sense of duty. I'm trying to think of, because it would be visual feasts, wouldn't it? Or experiential kind of things. Do you have answers while I pull up my little box?
I do have. I chose one movie from each decade from the 70s to the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty normie answers, but in the in the 1970s, I got Jaws.
Yeah.
You gotta show up to Jaws.
You gotta.
But that is one
and
of my
that's a whole experience.
Yeah.
Blockbusting, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite movies, so that one. Back to the Future, 85.
Oh, man.
I remember one time, a girlfriend of the pod, Lucy, was one of the coolest things she told me was...
Does she know that she's the girlfriend of the pod?
I think she does. She told me one of the coolest things she told me was that if she'd been there in the 80s for Back to the Future, she would have seen it 20 times.
Awesome.
You know,
because I think you're getting to the heart of it, which is those movies are so fun to watch with a crowd,
mm-hmm.
right? And I don't know what your experience was with Project Hail Mary, but it felt like that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs in the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
In the 2000s, I got Inglourious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 2010s, I got Scott Pilgrim.
Those are good answers, man. Oh, Scott Pilgrim would go hard.
Yeah.
For sure. Let me think. I'm just throwing some out there. Matrix. I would see The Matrix a bunch of times. Let's see. I mean, I was alive, but Mad Max Fury Road. If I was in my prime,
That's why
I'm there all the time. Let's see. I think maybe Perfect Blue. It's such an experiential film, even though it makes you feel like absolute fucking shit. So I could go many, many times, but When Harry Met Sally, that's a similar thing of I would love to be in the theater with that when that's what she's having.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have what she's having or whatever. That stuff, that would go crazy. I don't know. Halloween, I'd love to hear the little freaks scream. That's a great question, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. Holy shit.
And good for us because Project Hail Mary is here.
It is.
It is.
And you're talking about Jaws,
mm-hmm.
and you're talking about Back to the Future, which is executive produced by Spielberg. I think it's in that line. I feel like the closest thing to this is not Interstellar or The Martian or anything like that. It feels the most like a Spielberg guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was insane to be in. I went and saw it at the real IMAX down in Sandy. The only IMAX in the fucking state, dog. We don't mess around here, okay? I saw it twice there, all right? Don't mess with me. And the first time especially, it was every laugh line, uproarious. And then when the sad stuff happens, Sniffles all around, a cacophony of sniffles.
Who'd you go with?
I went with my father and my grandfather and my sister the first go around. This is my dad's favorite fiction book. He usually reads nonfiction.
You, a couple weeks ago,
stuff.
said to me, I think my dad is more excited for Project Hail Mary than he was for my birth. That's what you told me. Like 2 weeks ago.
I don't remember that. Good for me.
Good for Aaron.
Good for Aaron. I talked to him beforehand. I was like, what's the movie like that you were most excited for? Like, what's the last time you were this excited for a movie? Mm-hmm. Can you guess? Easy guess.
What year?
2019. Easy guess.
My guess is 50 Shades Freed.
Yeah, 50 Shades Freed. My dad was fucking ready. He was in it for that relationship. Do you think that has like a really dynamic relationship in it? Like, I haven't seen them.
I mean, I've only seen the first one.
But do you think it grows and evolves?
I mean, I think the last one, is it Freed or is it darker?
Freed.
It's
man.
Freed.
Freed is the one where you're breaking the shackles. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's a funny
sure
fucking
it's just
naming convention.
It's just an action movie, right?
I heard someone dies in a helicopter. Did you hear about that?
I hope it wasn't Kobe.
Me too, man. Fuck. Jesus, dude. You had to bring it down, huh, bud?
Yeah, all right.
There's Avengers Endgame. Avengers colon Endgame.
All right, I didn't know he was down for Marvel like that.
Oh, no. I mean, we went and saw all of them, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you've mentioned that you started with Guardians and all that.
Yeah, and so that is 7 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy, and I think he's not alone. There are a lot of people that are treating this like a religious event, and I thought that the projections were lowball, and they were. It was 60. It was projected for 60 in the weekend. It's
Domestic
80?
Or worldwide?
Domestic.
Okay.
Went to 80.
Yeah.
That's crazy, especially when compared to The Martian. Like, it's gonna blow The Martian out of the water if it holds, which I think it will. Right? The word of mouth is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I saw people going. I mean, this made 140 over the weekend, you know?
Yeah.
And I have people that I follow on Letterboxd that go to the movies 2 times a year who went and saw this.
Yeah, of course.
So,
I think it's partially people love the book.
Yeah.
And they love the goss. Our gen, we love the goss, and we love the Interstellar, right? But also it's the way that they're platforming IMAX releases. They're doing a really great job of explaining that after Sinners and then going into One Battle and all that jazz, you know? Like, they're doing a really great job of it. But I guess they're not. Like, I guess it didn't work for The Bride. They did a little bit of that. Gyllenhaal being like, "Here's how you see the motherfucking bride." You still haven't seen it.
I haven't.
You need to get there. You need to get there before it goes out of theaters, man.
Yeah.
I gotta talk about it with somebody, okay?
Right. I apologize.
It's okay, man. But I think this is like all of this like multi-generational thing is just like the way I saw it. I saw it with the grandparent and the parent. Both read the book. Were like fucking A. And then I went with the boys, you know, and they, like, 4 of them had read the book, you know. It was interesting to see their reactions to it. They were very excited. Specifically, my friend Jared was, like, fucking horned up.
Mm-hmm.
What was your experience?
Yeah, I've only seen it once. I do want to see it again. I want to take my parents because this is the type of movie that I think everyone should see.
For sure.
It's just a matter of my parents, whether or not they want to go out, you know. They don't go to the movies very often. I saw this with Lucy, the infamous Lucy that I mentioned earlier.
Girlfriend of the pod.
Girlfriend of the pod, Lucy, and friend of the pod, Shane. And we just went and saw it.
He hasn't gotten there yet to boyfriend of the pod. Maybe he'll get there one day.
I mean, I've known him longer than Lucy, so like.
Oh shit.
You know, I've known him for like 10 years.
What's it going to take for him to get elevated? Because he doesn't have to be your boyfriend. It's just boyfriend of the pod.
I mean, maybe I just need to have him come on sometime and talk about something, anything, literally anything.
Mm-hmm. Bro, the day we have our first guest in the castle, it's going to be a big day.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I talking about? I was talking about my experience at Project Hail Mary. Mm-hmm. So I went and saw it with Lucy and Shane, and it was packed, you know? And I was similar to you. Lots of laughs, lots of cries. Lucy gave it 5 stars. She has seen it twice, saw it with her parents.
Fucking A.
So
that's the magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And I was thinking about this while I was watching it, where like, because this is not a very, let me be careful on how I word this. This isn't a very complex film thematically or emotionally, perchance. It's super complex in how it's structured and what it's adapting and the things that it's choosing to display, what it's choosing to overlook, which I think is done really elegantly. But I think there is something where we're kind of movie pilled, and so many movies are in relation to other movies, and there's this kind of rawness to this movie of just like very specific emotions that it's going for and pulling it off. And maybe that takes a lot more skill than something that we would champion as something that's like super interesting or flipping the table or something like that. Something that, I don't know. Do you feel that sometimes like that some movies are made off the backs of other movies in such a way that it's like it's not going to appeal to as many people, and there's a real skill to making a Spielberg type movie. That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah, take notes, J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard his new movie is a horror movie. The Great Beyond, the sci-fi movie with Glenn Powell. I've heard it's a survival horror film.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. We'll see if he can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of scattershot, but I do want to... I'm just saying what's in my little noggin here.
Right.
But Flowervale Street, or it's called something different now.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you'd seen that it had been retitled.
Yes. What is it called? Do you remember?
I'm not sure.
Fuck. Jamie? But I'm interested to see if Warner Brothers can platform that guy, because it is also seeming like it's doing a Spielberg kind of thing. It's in the 80s. I just... From the stills that have been... Not stills. From the behind-the-scenes stuff.
The end of Oak Street.
The end of Oak Street. They've moved past Flowervale Street.
Yes, they've moved to Oak Street now, and they're headed to your street next.
Fuck. All right. Elm Street next?
And this has to have dinosaur... Like, the poster... The placeholder poster is dinosaur skulls.
I mean, that's so. If it's not dinosaurs, that's crazy. That's all I've been hearing about this movie for years now. And
that'd be crazy if it was like woolly mammoth.
That would be awesome. And it's Anne Hathaway and it's McGregor.
Yes.
Man, what a world! Because Project Hail Mary is mostly original for most people. I think it is original, but it is a very popular book and has a lot of people saying that's a banger book. Like, watch out for this one. Mm-hmm. What happens if there's an original sci-fi Spielberg-y thing? Are people horned up for Spielberg-y like crowd pleasers now that this is out and people have been revitalized?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, Gosling is bigger than is Gosling bigger than Hathaway?
I mean, Hathaway's having a crazy year. She'll be platforming off of the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, that's true.
Earlier that summer.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
And I think it has more of a chance to recuperate this same audience than Spielberg's movie does.
Interesting.
I've been getting the vibe from a lot of folk underwhelmed from the trailers of Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day?
I think Disclosure Day, yeah. I was trying to think if there's an extra step you could take. The joke there, like if there's a enclosure, if there's another like kind of thing I could make it sexual with there, you know?
It's like a
disclosure. Disclosure.
Gay. It's like one of those traps that goes on a penis.
Enclosure. Oh, the day is enclosure.
Yeah.
Is in an enclosure with the traps.
Chastity belt.
Chastity belt.
That's what it is.
Man, you've been rocking one of those?
No. I mean, every time I go to a concert, they're like, you gotta take it off.
It goes, but yeah. It's not gonna go through security that well.
Yeah, it's not.
Fucking been there, brother. That's why we pod together, man.
It's just so embarrassing, you know. And then the band comes out and they laugh at you. And
they do.
Yeah, they won't let you buy merch.
I've had someone bring me up on stage. I didn't want to go. They forcibly grabbed the chastity belt
by the belt. Yeah,
by the belt.
Really
and held me. Yeah, dragged me up on the stage. It was, and then everyone was yelling, laughing. It was awful.
Wow.
Do you want to talk about... Do you want to describe the plot of this film, sir?
Yes. This is about the sun, and it's dying, and Ryan Gosling, he's in space.
He
doesn't really want to go to space.
No, he doesn't. But we don't know that.
And he discovers a little alien guy up there.
Yeah, his name's Rocky. He's a buddy.
And they gotta work together to save the universe.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. But you've read the book, and I haven't.
True.
And I think that makes for a little bit of an interesting conversation. I know a lot about the book now.
Because you've heard people talk about it.
Yeah, I've been hearing people talk about it, and I'm not gonna read the book. Like I just don't.
Damn.
I don't read fiction.
Damn, fucking cool.
Yeah. So I'm okay having it spoiled, you know.
All right. Well, what's up with the book? And why this is kind of an interesting adaptation is that I see these guys as more companions than most adaptations are. Most adaptations, especially such an unwieldy book, they change a lot of shit. This one doesn't really change too much at all. It feels like You can, if you've read the book, you can fill in, like, just in between, because it's cutting around so often.
Yeah.
The things in the book that the movie's not covering still can exist in the world of the movie. So, if the thing that you get from reading the book is all the science and the procedure, which I really loved. The first, like, scene of the book, first couple chapters, is him regaining control of his body, kind of like in Kill Bill, and figuring out how to get up the ladder, and then figuring out, like, it's a lot more piecing together from his memory. And I think if there's one thing the movie doesn't do as well as it could is portray that I think that a lot of people have confusion about whether or not, like, those are just, like, traditional flashbacks, or if they are him remembering it, like, as it goes.
I agree. I don't think that was, like, translated super well.
No.
And I didn't get the vibe that he was remembering things from his past, like, the entire time. Until, like, maybe the very end of the movie. But
if you rewatch it, there are things where he's, like, writing on the whiteboard, little things that he's remembering from the flashback previously, but they're not stepping on it. It's not something that they're putting their finger on the scale there that much, which I think that is only failure in my eyes because it feels like they, like, attempt to do it. But all the science stuff, like, they have a good amount in here, but that's so much a part of the book, the procedure and, like, being in his head and making it accessible and making you feel smart. And it is pretty fun, all that stuff. And it's more of a mystery. This one is dialed into the relationship between Rocky and Goss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think the movie needs to do, like, if its intent was to have it be flashbacks, then I think it's not translated well, but it doesn't need to do that. Like, I think it still functions just as well. I think we'd be so fucked if we were in that situation, though, because it'd be like, my memories would be coming back to me, and I'd be like, Sinners has a 4.2 on Letterboxd.
You freak.
I don't think it has a 4.2. It probably has, like, a 3.9.
Yeah.
What do you think it has?
Oh, fuck. 4.0 on the dot, on the money.
on the dot. Let's see what Sinners has.
It could be 3.9. It's so widely seen.
4.1. 4.1.
Fuck you. That's crazy. You just got, is this a running bit you're going to do? Just drive-bys of
maybe that'll be
film?
a new game. I'll be like, what does Marty Supreme have on Letterboxd right now?
Okay.
Well, I mean, speaking of what movies have on Letterboxd, so Project Hail Mary sits at a 4.4, but it was on the 500 list now. 500 top narrative films. It was at 100
second
over
movie
the
this
weekend.
year.
It was at 100 over the weekend, and I was like, I'll probably go down. It's
Me
at 89.
too.
It's at 89.
We're the same person.
It's gone up.
I was telling my
That's what I would remember.
peoples.
That's what I remember on the spaceship. I'd be like, it's at 89.
Yeah.
And I'd die.
Just useless shit would be coming back.
Yeah.
For sure. I get you. Yeah. The other thing that is kind of not as prominent in the movie that is in the book is there's a lot more stuff on Earth and a lot of stuff with Sandra Hüller's character.
Yeah.
Who, holy shit. I mean, Hüller is perfect casting. When I was reading the book, all I could see was, I could only see Goss, but I also could only see Hüller.
Mm-hmm.
Hüller is sick in this movie.
Yeah.
And they don't have that karaoke scene in the book.
Heard. Yeah.
Which is such a really smart addition. They do a lot of really smart visualizations or just like emotional representations of big chunks of book. And I don't know. That stuff is just so like masterful to watch. Like everything just felt like it was clicking in place, and I was seeing how much effort they put into like what they're showing, what they're not. And then seeing everyone around me just react without any of that knowledge.
Yeah.
And seeing like just damn, this is probably a perfect adaptation. Like if he was any more complex, he would alienate some people. And you listen to them on Big Pick.
Yes.
They talk about that, about how they had a lot of the science shit in it and cut it down to be as simple as possible. And it's really hard to do simple without talking down to people. And that's what Spielberg does so well, I think. Is just like, his movies are so smart in their construction, but and they are simple. They're going after one thing. They're a crowd pleaser. These are just like the traditional bangers. He's more in his feels in the 2000s or whatever, but he's never talking down to people.
Yeah.
And this movie doesn't feel like it's ever talking down to people.
Yeah. And
they improve a lot of the comedy too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more Reddit-y in the book. A lot more like kind of holy god damn it, because it is. I think it's intentionally corny and stuff like that because he's a teacher. They focus more on the teacher stuff too. But I think the comedy translates pretty well here. There's very few clunkers to me, which is kind of surprising for a big blockbuster, but it's not surprising from the guys that bring you Lego Movie or 21 Jump Street, Cloud Ten Sweetballs.
So I know in the book there is more emphasis on him being a teacher, and part of his motivation for going to help out with this project is that he like wants to help his students, and I don't think the movie really is interested in that.
No.
Do you think the movie would benefit from that? Because I kind of do.
A little bit, but I love how far they go and how pathetic he looks in the final flashback where he's getting got.
Yeah.
Like that is such a rug pull, and it's such a wonderful move from Gosling to allow himself to look that pathetic and have that scene. So I see what they're doing, and the realization that he didn't have the balls to do it and he has no reason to. I mean, I think what you do is you lose the thing of like who do you have to die for?
Right.
Which is a pretty good punch in the movie and ties in with Rocky, which is like that's what this movie is interested in. But I do kind of miss some of the teacher stuff.
Let's talk about the movie's design and its practicalness.
Oh, for sure. That's
like the most exciting thing about this for me.
For sure.
As somebody that watches Legend and is like, that's how we do it.
Yeah, know? Absolutely. You want to blow your load a little bit?
Yeah, I just think this is how we should be doing it all the time, and I know that we can't, but it's I don't know. I just felt so excited watching this and seeing how good that suit looked. You know. Yeah. It reminded me of when they made Iron Man practically, you know?
For sure.
It's just like why I go to the movies, you know? And I just, part of the reason I love it so much is how handmade it feels, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say other than it's just like really exciting and is honestly probably my favorite like blockbuster of the decade, one of them.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's not only for us to jerk off to, that is something that I think makes it feel a lot more real. Like the stuff with... Like, if Rocky isn't a puppet, and there's not someone on set giving a performance like that for him to go off against, the movie's worse. The movie feels worse. And it's not only because, like, we like practical puppets. The movie doesn't work, I think. And then the same thing, like, the second time watching it, I kept noticing the little imperfections. And they talk about that in that interview, how that's what Big Frasier, not Niles and his friends in the Frasier show.
The TV show Frasier?
Yeah. But Greg Frasier, the great cinematographer from the Dunes and the Batman and such, he loves finding the imperfections. And some of it is completely by accident. Like, when he's outside of the ship and the camera's following it up, it jerks to a stop. There's no way in hell they're doing that in a CGI shot. But because they film practically on a big-ass set, there's so many little moments of that where the camera kind of is finding its way around the set, or there's a kind of jerky movement, and all that stuff that that's the subliminal shit that makes, like, other CGI fucking nightmares not look real, even if they are perfectly done, you know?
Yes.
So it is just a blatant plus, and I mean the movie cost a shit ton, but damn if it isn't worth it.
Frasier, who I think is a very exciting person in Hollywood right now, and you made some really incredible looking movies. Do you know what he's doing next? He's got 4 movies.
He's not doing Dune 3.
No, that's Wuthering Heights boy.
Oh yeah, always everywhere, bitches. Let me think.
4 movies. That's important.
They're important. Odyssey.
No.
Fuck. It's the Kaminsky.
The Beatles movies.
Oh, shit. Oh, Fraser's gonna be shooting the shit out of that nose. Oh, holy shit. Dude.
I don't know if that's really what I want him to do, but...
No, not at all. That's crazy. I mean, that is... You can see why someone would be interested in that.
I don't know who wouldn't be interested in him, you know?
No, I mean for Fraser. Like,
oh, yeah.
That is an interesting challenge, and Fraser seems to be... That's his thing driving him, is shooting 4 movies in, like... with similar... Like, probably similar sets and looks or whatever, making them distinct or keeping it interesting. That's interesting. And then Mendes, you know, you're in the halls of Roger Deakins.
Yeah.
So... But that is a bummer. That's a straight bummer. What do you want him to be shooting next? I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, bro? What do you want?
Who is shooting the Batman 2?
Well...
I would need to know.
When are they fucking filming that?
They're filming it right now.
Really?
Yeah, it comes out next October.
Oh, shit. Good for them.
Cinematographer is... Oh, the guy that made The Killer. And Ferrari. And Mank.
Okay.
Fincher's guy.
All right.
Fincher's current guy.
It's interesting. Digital
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Less crunchy.
I don't love that. Well,
that's all right. Nank's a good-looking movie.
Yeah.
What are the other ones? Killer.
He did Ferrari, and he's doing Cliff Booth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's fine. I don't know. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure he will adapt to the tone set by Mr.
Reeves.
No, yeah.
What's your favorite Gosling?
My fave Goss?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have a bit of a history with the Goss, you know.
Yeah,
you and your fellow roommates dressed as the Goss.
Mm-hmm. I was the Notebook man, and I coated a shirt with resin, and so
you wear it often.
See-through.
I wear it often.
To the clubs.
Yeah, I see him. Sometimes I bump into Aiden in public, and he looks really uncomfortable in the shirt, but I know he's happy.
Yeah, you know? For sure. And
feels
the
empowered.
problem with it is it's so realistic. They just think I got drenched, but I think that's interesting.
Why is he wet?
That's a good conversation starter, but it's also a detractor. No one's gonna like approach me. I've noticed this.
You just think you look better wet, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like having, I like having that as a buffer though, so I can blame the shirt for no one approaching me. You know what I mean? And then if someone does, I'm like, yo, check it out, fucking feel. You know?
I mean, you ever like walk into the mall and they're like, why are you wet? And you're just like, it's raining outside. It's not raining outside. It's like 90 degrees, you know?
Now I have it. That's a cool summer activity for me, man.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Fave Goss. He's great in a lot of stuff, and he has kind of a good not girth. He has a good girth, I'll tell you that much. He's married to Eva Mendes. Good for both of them.
Yeah.
Incredible work by both of them. I like him in Blue Valentine. I love him in La La Land. That's the thing that formed me. And I love him in Nice Guys. This is him in Nice Guys mode. I mean, he's just a traditional movie star in the way that he has moves, and he does them over and over again, and you're never sick of them. In this one, my favorite of his moves is the... he doesn't... No, not that one. My friend Cooper did the little dance he does with Rocky.
One of them.
But he does this move like 8 times in The Nice Guys. But it's when he looks away, and then he looks at something, and then he looks away again, and then he snaps back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He does that in this movie too. That was good to see. He also does his little scream that he likes to do as well in this movie.
Yeah.
Opens it up. It's kind of a hard... I think his best performance is maybe First Man. That's so different from what he's usually doing. It's super interior and interesting. But, I mean, Ken is undeniable. You know, Nice Guys is undeniable. What's yours?
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
When he was in Goosebumps in like the 90s.
When he was a young man.
Yeah. No, I think my favorite is probably La La Land.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about La La Land speaks to you from performance level?
But I think he's just kind of doing all of what he does in the rest of his... Like, it's like every single style of his is in La La Land.
You're right. He's got a little Blue Valentine. He's got a little Nice Guys. He's got a little bit of... Yeah, he's got the serious and the silly. And he does the look in that, too.
Yeah.
And he stops when she says that she hasn't listened to jazz or whatever.
Yeah.
Or no, she doesn't like jazz. Sorry. He's a good guy, man.
He is.
That gray man really scared us for a little bit, huh?
That's a weird cliff note in his credits.
That's what he came back on. That was a big bummer. But now, I mean, Fall Guy is an admirable attempt, right?
Mm-hmm. The movie's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It just doesn't matter to me in the filmography. Besides that, man,
I think he's underrated in Crazy Stupid Love.
I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen it? Mm-mm. I think it's like really great use of 2011 Gosling.
Right, and that's him in Big Short mode too, right?
Yeah.
Douchey soup bro.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, what are some things like characterizations of Rocky? Because that's so important to it, and he's really impressive. What are some things you appreciate about that little rock?
Well, I don't like him as Moana.
Holy moly! You saw that trailer, man?
Saw parts of it.
Good Christ. Jesus moly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know if there's a worse looking movie than that trailer. Hachi Machi. But what I appreciate about The Rock in this is they somehow make it, when they're making a cute alien or a cute little something or another in the mold of Rocky and any other thing, they take away his mind. They babyify it. That's the easiest way to go. So making a cute little dude that like portrays intelligence.
This movie is like 2 steps away from being Porg core, you know?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But those steps are so important.
Yes.
The fact that he can get one over on Grace and that he can like mog on him a couple times is really impressive. And it never ever feels like Porgy to me, even though me and the Porgs, we have no beef.
You have no beef with the Porgs?
I have no beef with the Porgs.
Like, what was the dinosaur's name in Rebirth? Doris?
Oh, Dolores, yeah. I've got some beef with Dolores. I have no beef with Rick, but that's a fully fledged character. What are some other, what do they call them? Glebo shitheads or whatever? Yeah. What do they call it? There's something like that.
Yeah.
Globo fuckface.
I mean, if we really want to go back, I mean, it goes further than Porgs. It's Ewoks.
Right.
So.
Yeah, for sure.
Starfighter.
Ready. Oh, fuck. You know what? We can't all be 100%ers. We can't be acing everything.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you gotta sign a deal with the devil being Levy, you know? Sometimes you gotta bevy to the levee was dry. I think the levee's dry already, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's been dry since the day he came out of his mother's womb, to be completely frank with you. I think that man should die, to be completely honest with you. Any thoughts on my death threats?
I mean, I have said that I do like some of the Sean Levy directed Stranger Things episodes from the earlier seasons. So I don't entirely
share my
Levy,
sentiments.
You know,
half a joke.
Half a joke.
He does represent a lot of the failings of our modern system.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
So half a joke. I'm gonna give him half a joke. Do you know what trilogy he made? Can you name a trilogy?
It was the Night at the Museum trilogy.
That's my boy. Yeah. That's why you're my boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Rock thoughts, Hooler thoughts. I mean, needle drops. Hello. There's some good ones in here, and a perfect. Like I was wondering if they're going
to. Do you like the score?
Yes.
Some people are like it's overbearing, and I don't like it.
Well, they're, how do you say, idiots? Little stupid little guys. Yeah. I love how it has like 2 phases. The progressive, like propulsive something or another. Maybe your catch me if you cans, if you will. And then the really big, sweeping E.T. guys or Star Wars guys, Interstellar dudes. You know what it reminded me of the most, though, was MS, Marty Supreme. Marty Suckpeen. That, Marty Suckpeen, like, it was so similar to me in a lot of ways. There's some, like, motifs and stuff like that. I was just like, what am I thinking of? And I was thinking about Timmy's ass getting paddled. Did you catch that at all? Any Marty Supremers?
Not really. I mean, I think if I went and saw it again, I'd maybe notice it.
Yeah.
But
Pemberton, man. Like, Pemberton might be one of the boys. You know, we're kind of making a brat pack of modern composers right now, and people that are being compared with Williams or Zimmer.
Schaefer.
And Schaefer, of course. Yeah. And I don't know, man. Pemberton just... Oh, okay. Another thing we have to talk about. I think Pemberton is leveling up to big boy just the same as Lord and Miller are, which I kind of want to talk to you about. Lord and Miller have made a movie that is like craft level on par with Interstellar, with the Nolans, with the Denis of the world. You know?
Yeah.
What's next? Like, can you go back to your Glup Shido? That's the term. Glup Shido movies? Or do you push forward? And I'll tell you, do you know what they're doing?
I don't know. What are they doing next?
It was announced like a year ago that they were going to adapt another one of the guy that made Martian and Project Hail Mary's books.
I see a movie called Artemis here.
That's it. It's about a heist on a colonized moon. And they said that they're going to film in 1/8 gravity. Simulated 1/8 gravity.
Huh.
I mean, these seem like guys, especially from the Big Pick interview, that really want to challenge. So that could be fun. But also, like, the challenges in Hail Mary are all to the movie's benefit. Like the stuff with them rebuilding the set to make it look like it's like tilted or whatever, the 2 different modes, and the puppet and all that kind of stuff. That's all necessary. If they go too gimmicky with that kind of stuff, maybe that detracts. I don't know. Who am I to say? I'm no one. But what would you like them to do, man?
I mean, Yeah, I would say just keep pushing the boundaries. Don't go back to. I mean, I'm looking at some of their like producer credits.
I mean, their only
Executive
original
producer credits. I don't love these.
You love Strays though.
Are they on Strays? I don't see them on Strays. Oh yeah, they do have Strays.
I mean, the only original thing that they've like made whole cloth is Clone High. Like
yeah.
There's nothing else, right? They EP'd some other stuff, some original properties, but Storks. I remember that being a banger when it came out, but that was when it came out.
Do you know what they have coming out later this year?
That they're producing.
Yes, they're EPs on it.
Fuck, cause they produce some shit. Cocaine Bear's on there, right?
Let's see.
That's
no.
a Lord
Yes,
Miller guy?
yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, what do they have going on? Give me a hint.
It is. We've talked about doing an episode dedicated to this director as like a bit.
Oh, no way. Dude, I saw it in IMAX. Sheep Detectives IMAX ratio is going to go crazy. Man, how did that... I got there's some laughs in the theater for the Sheep Detectives. Did you notice any laughs for the Sheep Detective movie?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you notice any oohs and ahs at the Dune trailer?
We got there a little late.
Yeah.
So I don't know if... Did I see the Dune trailer? I did see the Dune trailer.
Okay. The Dune trailer hits early. It's Spider-Man, then...
See, we missed Spider-Man. And there was like an Angel Studios thing that played as well after Spider-Man.
Young Washington, of course. Put some respect on his name. He murders
I didn't know that's what it was because I just kind of saw the end of it.
Yeah, Young Washington. That's what it's called.
Young Washington. Mm-hmm. Don't you love it when we get young, just like young Sherlock, young whatever, you know?
Sheldon.
Indiana Jones, that thing. Young Sheldon, yeah. What are some youngs?
Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies. Will you count Muppet Babies? Yeah. Young
Thug.
Young Thug.
Who would I love to see young?
Young Divine. Young. I'm looking around the room. Young Challengers. That would be problematic. Young Her.
Young Once Upon a Time in Hollywood actually would be.
Oh, that'd be pretty
like
awesome.
Early 60s, you know.
And then is Julia Butters in that movie like a toddler?
She's just not in the movie.
She's just an embryo?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. What do you think about that Dune 3 trailer, man?
It's cool.
I think it's changing my life, man. I didn't really expect to get blown away like that, especially because people keep saying it's palace intrigue, right?
Mm-hmm.
But damn, looks like a Shakespearean epic, man. A Shakespearean tragedy. It looks like real mean and grimy and lovely. I'm so excited. And the music, man, dude, that in IMAX. In Trainspotting, they described the first hit of heroin. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what I felt when I heard the chanting in IMAX. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did the Mia from Pulp Fiction where she like snorts the coke and goes,
"God damn!" Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
There was a moment when I was in Sandy, the big screen, and sometimes during a big movie like this where it's packed, I'll look around. I'll be like, the power of movies. Holy shit! Let me look at all these disparate individuals
you like stand up
come
and bring
together.
binoculars.
Yeah. Look at all these disparate people from all backgrounds, ways of life, coming together to experience one emotion together.
Mm-hmm.
And I look around, and it's just like hundreds of Mormons, like the most Mormon-looking people you could ever see in your life, and that was kind of deflating, but it's all right. Yeah. You know, I didn't see up in the rafters. Maybe there was more disparate folks there, but I don't know. This is gonna be a Utah classic.
Yeah. You
know.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. There's some bangers. There's some banger Mormon classics.
Mm-hmm.
This will be one of them. Pretty cool. What do you think about people saying it's too silly? Hmm?
Why are we always complaining about comedy dying, and then it comes here and you're like, I can't have a good time, you know?
Man, you're right.
And then you go on your phone and you watch those like AI fruit videos or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The future of cinema, man.
What the fuck?
I'm starting my own company. The Castles are starting their own company. We're going to make some
we're
AI food.
AI startup, yeah. What is... Our food is specifically fried food, though.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's going to be really cool. We're doing Love Island with the fried food.
I can hear the money printing, big dog.
Yeah. I hope the mic isn't catching that. I'll have to edit it out. But You want to talk
Thank
about,
you guys for supporting it.
You want to talk about Undertone? You want to keep talking
Oh,
about
yeah,
Project
sure.
Mary?
Yeah. BT Dubs, we are now going to be... I don't know if you could tell, but this podcast was recorded in 10-minute segments. I kind of had to leave after every 10 minutes because I was getting a little overwhelmed by all the takes.
He has IBS.
Yes. And I said, all right, dude, see you tomorrow or see you in a week when we will resume this... Their podcast had to be in total like 20 minutes, right? 30?
Yeah, dude, that's my issue with it. It's just like this entire screenplay. Like, just I think it just blows, man. Okay, Undertone is the latest from A24. Premiered at Sundance. A movie that I think we're both pretty excited for.
Well, all right, everyone's talking.
Yeah. Yeah, it got, I think, fairly positive reviews out of Sundance,
and I'm a
right?
Skinamarink shrink.
Yeah.
I'm a big prescriber of Skinamarink, the folks, the peoples. And this seems like it was kind of up that alley, and all the detractors, I say to you, nay. You guys hated Skinamarink,
yeah.
so...
I mean, this movie had some cool marketing behind it.
Yes, it did.
That I was excited about, but I think you like it a little more than I do, but I'm pretty down on this movie.
Well, here's what's up. I'm down on most of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ending kind of slaps.
Really?
Well, let me amend that. The 10 out of the 15 minutes of the ending slaps. This movie reminded me of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. In the ways of...
That's number 7?
That's
No, that's
the
number
newest
8.
one.
That's number 8.
And other movies that I can't think of right now, where it feels like they're scrambling to get to a spot. And everything that is in that section where they're scrambling to get to that spot is haphazard and awful. And this movie is spending so much time trying to set up and get to the ending where they listen to the last recording. And when it did hit that, and I had watched this big like hour and a half of not much, and then when it shifts, I'm like, this is genuinely like new creative horror that I haven't really experienced before, and it made me feel something I haven't felt in a horror movie before. So that gives you a lot of points in my book.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Especially the different tones that you're hearing, and how like the low boy, when the low boy starts, whoa, where is he at? Right?
Yeah.
I thought there was a gigantic man under me, behind, like, under my seat or something.
There's
like
often
that.
a gigantic man under you, though, isn't that right?
That's a good point. That's why it was so scary, because I was like, is that the regular man, or is that new man, or is that just the movie?
Right.
And, all right, what do you think about this? Does this go up a star if you are at home, headphones on?
No.
No.
Oh, headphones on?
Headphones on.
Oh. I hadn't thought of that, because I was just like, this wouldn't work at home at all. Like, if you just watched it, if I just watched this on my TV, you threw it on your TV, I don't think it works as well.
But that's the thing. This is a horror movie that doesn't need the visuals as much.
Yeah.
The audio.
But I hadn't thought about watching with headphones.
The mix, man.
I don't normally watch movies with headphones on.
Because I was thinking that, like, I was wondering kind of if the filmmakers were like kind of intending it to be like that, like where they were like, I don't know, because it got picked up by A24.
Yeah. Like,
I wonder if they're like, we're not going to get a full theatrical release, right? Like, this is the way to stand out, is to have it be like headphones forward kind of thing. Because I think it would be fun, because there's so many moments in it where she's got the headphones on, and she's hearing something, and she doesn't know if it's in her, like, actual house, or if it's in the recordings she's listening to. So adding another layer to that, little meta-textual layer, where you're like, is that my house creaking, or is that movie?
I mean, you could put a thing at the start of the movie that says, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's like... And
they do stuff like that, though, where it's like, this is a...
investment,
yeah,
especially in video games. But also, like, Marty Scorsese's, like, play it loud, So I think that could be real fun. I was there alone. I had, like, another guy, maybe a couple other people in it was a big theater.
Okay.
So I wasn't having any distractions from other folks, but I just think if I wasn't in Dolby, if this was Dolby, maybe it would give me Dolby. Maybe Is that something? No, it's not. I think that would be...
Thinking of Call Me Maybe?
I was trying to... See, it did come across.
Dude, you would kill it in, like, 2013 YouTube parodies for all the rage, you know?
Yeah, you jest, but I really think I could make a living off of that.
Call Me Maybe.
That was not the tone. That's not how the song goes. That was crazy.
Call Me Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that was just, like, completely... Like, just completely deviated from the like, the actual... song, man.
I'm sure that's how the song goes, right?
Yeah.
So here's my number. Call me.
Yeah. You're gonna listen back to that and be like, "Well, you've gone rogue." All right. But yeah, if Dolby maybe, then this might be banger. But this is a really haphazard screenplay, and like in Skinamarink, the first 10-15 minutes, I'm like, "Fuck, you're just showing me walls. You're showing me ceiling.
Yeah.
You're showing me toy. You think you can get me, bitch?" And then it gets me, bitch. But a lot sooner than this one does. Mm-hmm. This one, I'm like, bro, your only tool is backwards nursery rhymes? What's up?
Yeah.
Like, what's up, dude?
I need to tell you about my theatrical experience.
I'd love to hear it. Film.
Okay, so I saw it. It was earlier in the day. It was a Tuesday, though, so people were there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 people.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this, but it was a D-box theater for some reason.
Holy shit, yes!
I did not reserve a D-box seat, though. I didn't know it was a D-box theater. I got a seat, and I walked in, and I was like, why the fuck are there D-box seats?
Oh, I see.
But a lot of the other people there did sit in the D-box seats.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could just, like, hear them going during the movie, and I was like, this isn't even... I don't know why they put this movie in the D-box theater, because this isn't the type of movie you do that for at all.
Yeah, it's not too far off from watching Sorry Baby in the D-box seats.
Exactly. You know? And I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny that every now and then I could, amongst the great sound design that I think this movie does have, I could hear a seat like.
Yeah. Yeah. But this movie, like, haphazard is the most apt word to me. Mm-hmm. Like with the script and all that.
Yeah.
Like it is just really trying to set up stuff, and it's not really concerned how it does.
Yeah.
Bummer. And they make some really strange, like, super indie choices. Like, you don't see the lady that comes over and checks on the mom. Yeah,
I mean, I think it's all one location. It's pretty much one actor the whole movie, aside from the mom. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
So.
And I admire the choice.
Yeah.
But also, like, it was getting to a point where it was so awkward just because they wanted to keep that going on. And it was pretty obvious that they weren't on set there.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess you could say it's ties into her feeling isolated and all that, but it felt, I don't know, a bit much, man.
One of the most annoying things about the podcast aspects of this movie is the only reason. So his name's Justin, the co-host of this show.
Oh, dude, that guy sucks.
Yeah, and so they drop a bit of lore about him that he lives in London. He lives in Europe.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, it's pretty early on.
I caught that he was in a different time zone.
Yeah, and the only reason, though, they have him in that time zone is so that the movie can justify her podcasting at 2 to 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because of the time zone difference.
That makes sense.
Because you and I would never podcast at 2 to 3 in the morning.
No, we wouldn't.
But we wouldn't do it in 10-minute segments either.
No, we wouldn't.
Go home.
Especially if it's a 2 to 3 in the morning, we're getting that done. If it's that much of a scheduling problem, damn, we're knocking that out. So what if one of us moves to London town?
I don't know what to do about that then. I guess I pod at 2 to 3 in the morning, but I don't
one
do
of
it
us
in 10
has
minutes.
to. We'll switch off.
Yeah. I don't do it in 10-minute segments though.
No, we sure fucking don't.
And then he's like, oh shit, I got work in a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean you have work in a minute?
And was the vibe that he was nice guy, kind of? Like he was trying to like start a relationship there? That's kind of what I got.
I think
from the beginning. He's like, you deserve like the year.
No, I thought he had like a boyfriend or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that he had just recently moved there with like someone.
Man, you're better at this stuff than me. Of the watching.
I was just really annoyed by the podcasting stuff. It really bothered me. It really bothered me.
He was a very strange character, so I could never really get a read on him.
Yeah.
Really weird. Weird performance too. Mm-hmm. I mean, it must be weird to be in a booth doing that, like as kind of not an amateur, but someone that's not like trained in that kind of voice acting. You know, it's voice acting is such a different register than like a regular performance, and I can feel that a couple times. Yeah, really interesting movie, a little weird experiment Wish she was better.
I do too, and I was really intrigued by the idea of a cursed podcast or something, but I don't think any of the stuff it sets up with the mom really works. I mean, Christian horror doesn't work for me ever, you know?
But
could you imagine believing in demons? Could you imagine, like, living life being like, fuck.
God.
A demon.
Demon.
I don't think... Thing is, like, these movies are keeping me away from Christianity because it seems like this only happens to people that believe in that sort of thing.
Yeah,
and as somebody that doesn't believe in anything like that, I don't think I'll ever be bothered by a demon.
That's a good point.
Just the IBS.
That's why Exorcist is so scary, because that's an atheist league.
That is, yes.
That's a good point. There's not many. But it's so sweet. All of the things that they think is scary.
And I can come back tomorrow?
Yeah, I would love that. I'm getting pretty tired. Yeah, and if you need the time, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Yeah, it just feels very sweet and earnest in the ways that they are, like, isn't it fucking scary that the Jesus? And isn't it scary that there's a little statue? Isn't it scary that there's, like, crosses and shit? Like, it is pretty early. Like, this shit would have scared the shit out of me, like, as 6th grade, 5th grade, maybe.
Well, the pregnancy stuff, too, doesn't really go anywhere either.
No. Because that is the only thing that it has going for it for the first, like, hour and a half, is putting you in this, like, they're trying to make her an actual person with actual she's got 2 problems. She's got baby with person she doesn't like, and she's got mummy and the religious guilt.
And she can't fucking sleep either because she's recording a podcast at 3 a.m.
No, she cannot. No. And that's what I kind of thought for the first little bit, was just like she couldn't sleep, so she's just like, boy, are you, like, just on Discord, just like, yo, you up, you know? Or like saw him, like, active playing. What's he playing?
What's he playing?
What would he be playing? What would that character be playing on Steam?
Justin. What would Justin be playing on Steam? It has to be like a horror game if that's their thing, right?
Oh, you're right.
He's probably like throwing on Slenderman or something. I don't really know anything about gaming.
Yeah.
Playing the Backrooms.
Outlast? Oh, Backrooms?
Yeah.
Dude, I hope Backrooms is the best. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Well, that's Undertone.
Yeah. Underwhelming. Underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soiled underwear?
You ever fall for that where they're like, hey, check that out. Under you know, and then you say underwear and they go, oh, fuck you.
Oh, man. I don't let that shit stand. I beat them.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't have them pull one of those over me. Let's see.
Think you want to shout out? I mean, those are the 2 movies that I think we had for today.
I could talk about Reminders of Him.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You talk about it.
Okay. Reminders of Him is the 3rd film in the Colleen Hoovra, which is what I started calling
You're really pushing for it.
The Hoovra?
The Hooververse?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. This is like consistently the most entertaining, like, I am in a theater by myself, is watching the Hoovra. They are incredible. So for those who don't know, this is the most, like, one of the most popular authors of the times now, born from book talk in 2020, the pandemic. And it's one of the only things that are consistently getting greenlit, like, now. And they're across multiple different studios, multiple different interpretations, but the same kind of chicanery going on. These movies feel like they are from Mars, but the thing about this one is that it feels like a transcript from Mars. They got a transcript of some sort of alien book.
Damon sent it.
Yes. And then they go and they like interpreted it and tried to make a real movie out of it. So this movie is not as fucking buck wow as it should be, especially given like the plot of it. Do you know the plot of this guy?
So she was in a relationship with someone. They had a kid, right?
Yes.
And he died, but it's kind of her fault. She went to jail.
Yes. And
now she's out of jail and she wants her kid back.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are some more complications here.
I like the part in the trailer when she goes to get a job washing dishes, and she says, "Yes, I have lots of experience with that," and he says, "I'm not going to ask."
Yes.
I think that's so silly.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
It's a banger line.
It's a good
line. So this is pretty much about would you let your boy smash your girlfriend if you were dead?
Right.
Because he's best friends with the guy who dies, and she's arrested because she was higher blood alcohol count than normal. He's killed in a kind of a drunk driving accident. but they kind of walk that back, which is one of the problems of the movie, where they're like, well, she had barely anything to drink. They both had stuff to drink. He was distracting her, and also they hit a pothole, and then also it was dark, and also she couldn't see, and also she was sure that he was dead, but when he wasn't. Like, they do a lot of stuff. They don't want her to be in a gray area.
How's the car crash sequence? Is there a
pretty
sequence?
Good?
All right.
Yeah, pretty good.
I just think if I saw this and I showed up and it was like Death Proof, I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
I don't think it's like Death Proof. Never gets to those heights, and you had to wait a long time to see like the actual context of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but then she comes back after 7 years, and she gave birth to the baby in jail, and so she never got to hold it because the baby was having some complications. You don't want that.
Yeah.
But then the parents of like the dead boyfriend, they have custody of it.
Mm-hmm.
They
didn't choose a gender.
No, they didn't. Out of respect for the dead, and they're played by Dad from Get Out and Mom from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. And
they're pretty good. They don't have much to do, but they're pretty good. But then best friend of dead guy is pretty much raising the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all very complicated in the ways that the Hooververse loves to be, but they somehow almost pull it off. There's a couple of scenes. There's one where she writes she writes letters to the dead, and after they hook up, she writes a letter, and then he's like, "What'd you write?" And they have a scene where he's like, I just fucked your best friend. And they're like, and I was like, this is fucking nonsense. Holy shit. But the thing about this movie that makes it so special is that pretty much everything in this movie is punching a bunch above its weight class. Mm-hmm. I think this is an excellent looking movie. I used hyperbole in my review to say this is one of the best shot studio movies in a while.
Yeah, and they took a screen grab of it and put it on the trailer.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's great news.
Aiden Morton of Movie Castle. One of the best shot studio movies of the decade.
Yes, and I think about this is me talking about it in the way of like how I think Trap is one of the best shot movies. Where, I mean, Trap is more stylish than this, but it is just consistently like speaking through its cinematography, and it's like pretty gorgeous constantly. The framing's really interesting, like always, and it's just like that. They didn't really have to go that hard. All the other Hoover movies look like shit, look like Target or whatever. And then I think all the actors are really well cast. Like Micah Monroe from It Follows is in this, and she's doing pretty great work. And then Tyreek Winters, I believe his name is. He's fucking killing it. And that's the thing. It's just like these movies are just about hot people in like the most complex positions they could absolutely have with the most demented names they could have. There's something beautiful about that, and I don't know. Got the people in the audience like sniffling, and I was thoroughly entertained. I don't know. It's on another level when it comes to like romance films in general with how it looks and some of the performances. But they do have to work with the dialogue. The dialogue is tough. Mm-hmm. Really interesting movie.
So I'm getting from you out on MCU and on Hooververse.
Absolutely. Yeah. Are you kidding? If I had to choose between seeing the next 5 Hoover movies and Doomsday, I'd have to think about it.
All right, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We're getting another Hoover this year.
It is. Is it building up to something? Or are they going to fight? Or not fight, but like, you know.
I would love that. The flower shop from that ends with us, and then the guy Mason Thames is film school boy.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, McKenna Grace is in that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Franco.
Man, that movie's awesome. Remembering him or whatever. Whatever that
was.
This one's called Reminders of Him. The last one was called. God, if I couldn't remember.
It ends with us. It ends with us.
No, that's the first one.
Yeah.
The second one with McKenna Grace and Jason and whatever his name is, and the lady from Girls and Get Out. Dude, 2 Get Outs. Two Get Out cast members in the Hooververse. What's that fucking movie called? Regretting You.
Regretting You.
Regretting You is what it's called.
Regretting You.
Awesome. So that was really exciting. Do you have one you would like to shout out?
I don't have any other new movies to shout out. I've seen things though. I rewatched The Host earlier today. The Host.
That's a cool movie.
That is a cool movie. I hadn't seen it in probably 5 years. I had a really good time with it. I mean, Bong is like a top 5 filmmaker for me, as you know. I love that little monster guy. He's so awesome. Funny when he does flips around the bridge, and it kind of looks like shit, but you know, it's like really charming.
Right.
Yeah.
It's lovely. That is a great movie.
I think
that's a Spielberg kind of movie too. In a lot of ways.
I think it's such a, and Song Kang-ho, who is in a lot of Bong movies. He's in season 4 of them. I just think it's kind of a different performance for him compared to something like Parasite or Memories.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, host rocks. That's what I got to say in the host.
That's awesome.
Yep.
We're hosts.
We are hosts. We're hosts of a show.
The only thing we should host is a Parasite, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. That's my review was about.
Really?
My review was about how he has 2 movies with the same title.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. He needs like Virus next or something. I don't know. Complete the trilogy, Bong.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Anything else
I need to bong up a little more.
Yeah.
Bong hasn't made as many as I thought.
Yeah, like he has like 8 movies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I watched anything in TV Tower that I want to shout out.
Oh, Pitt good.
Pitt's good. Pitt is good.
Pitt good.
Some.
They don't have no internet.
They don't. ICE is. Are you caught up? ICE is there.
Yeah. Don't want them there. Get them out.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying the season.
But have you heard about the controversies and stuff about ICE?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure there are.
No, in general, have you heard about the controversies with ICE is storming our nation? You heard about that?
I think I heard a little bit about that.
But no, they like during like the whole talks about like it was when Netflix was acquiring Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
One of the executive producers was like, we were told, like, this is a good story.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to make sure, keep it balanced.
Oh yes, I have heard about this. Yes.
So right now it seems to be not really both sides saying it. It seems definitively fuck ICE. I'm wondering how it goes. You know?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because that would be a right shame.
Mm-hmm.
If it was corrupted at all by the fucking powers that be. I mean, many things are about to be, but it'd be a bummer if it started with Pitt, you know?
Yeah.
Other TVs.
I watched the first episode of Daredevil Born Again Season 2 before coming over.
How was it?
I didn't really like it that much. I'm kind of bummed out about it. Yeah.
That's the most TV that the Marvel TV has gotten, right? Like, it is so... Like, they're big, like, seasons, right?
And they're a little longer.
They're quick.
They're, like, 8 episodes, these ones.
Oh, really? I thought it was more.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they were a completely Netflix team now. The old team that did the Netflix show.
That makes sense.
Is doing this one now because the first season of Born Again was a different team and the Netflix team. So it's a push and pull.
Right, that's why it took us so long.
And it was pretty disjointed, and there were things that worked and things that didn't work. And I don't know. I didn't really love this first episode. He's got a new suit that looks really good. It's black. Looks lovely.
Yeah.
But I don't love the dialogue in this, and a lot of the I feel like the sauce of the Netflix show is gone. I mean, I haven't seen the Netflix show in a while, so maybe it's always been this way, and I'm misremembering it. But
yeah, gotcha.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired of TV shows, especially these Marvel ones, trying not to be TV. You know. I think they should just admit that you're TV and just be a TV show, you know, and don't try to be anything more than that.
For sure.
Like the exception of Wonder Man, which can do whatever it wants.
Yes, it can.
But I don't know. There's just something about the way that this looks and feels that I'm like, tone it down and just play it straight, you know?
That is so interesting because they, like, either should be a movie or a TV show, and all of these shows have been straddling the line, with the exception of Wonder Man, of course. But like this. And especially She-Hulk. I was like, why is She-Hulk not like a 12-episode procedural about a lawyer? Like, that's the lawyer television shows is a tale of oldest time. Like, why is that not the pitch there? That's so weird to me.
I mean, I'll continue Daredevil. This is one of my guys, so like I'll show up no matter how bad the season gets. Someone showed up in this episode that I didn't know was in the season.
Oh, Miss Jones?
Matthew Lillard is in this show.
Oh!
I didn't know he was in the show.
Good for him.
I don't really know what his character is. I think he's working with Kingpin, but
Mephisto 2? Is he going to be revealed to be playing Mephisto 2?
Yeah, Matthew Lillard is Mephisto.
Because you know who's Mephisto in the MCU, yeah?
Yeah, it's Borat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the sequel. Maybe this is Mephisto 2. Maybe there's 2 Mephistos. And they'll keep introducing various Mephistos to strange television projects.
Yeah. Who are your like fan casts for like some more Mephistos? If you had to like name 3 dudes.
Man, in the realm of Lillard and Borat, I mean, they couldn't have gotten funnier than Borat.
Yeah. John Mulaney.
Mulaney. Yeah, I'd be good. He could be a good Mephisto. Cary Grant. Could be banger.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, you're out. I don't know.
Tim Robinson. That's a banger.
Yeah, Tim Robinson. That's a good one.
Thank you. Have you heard of the show Neighbors?
I've heard about it. I haven't heard like much about it.
I partaked.
But I know that it got renewed.
Partook.
Right?
I
for
did.
Another
I saw
season.
that,
so it must be good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think you and Lucy should watch it. It's like pretty great trash TV. A little bit elevated, but not much. It's got interesting cinematography, but it's mostly just like look at these like freaks. And it's so crazy how it's paced. It's incredible. They have 2 per episode, 2 like sets of neighbors that have really strange circumstances around them and are just pretty incredible like characters into themselves, and then they jump back and forth between them, and it is just a jolt to the brain every episode, and they're real small. I'd pitch that to anyone that just kind of wants something fun and light and strange. And it seems like it's doing the Lord's work, I would say, documenting the strange times or whatever in these little ways. I mean, it's a little exploitative, like most of these shows are, these kinds of shows, but I think it was lovely.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of TV shows in the TV tower that I'm excited about, you know. New season of Invincible, we got the first 3 episodes, those are cool.
I watched a little bit of the first with the boys. I'm not caught up.
Yeah, I know you're not caught up.
It's strange.
Yeah, some other shows
Seemed good.
I'm excited about. I don't know. Euphoria, Boys season 5 is coming out in like a couple weeks. So that's cool. I'm stoked about things.
Hell yeah, dude. What's coming out next week?
Next week?
Because this week was Hail Mary and
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not.
They Will Kill You?
Ah!
They Will Kill You.
I'm excited to see that with my AMC subs. A-list. That's such an A-list movie. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's a movie you don't see probably in theaters unless you have A-list.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it looks fun. And the beats.
Yeah.
And the cinematography, dude. Looks flashy and fun.
Well, we got Tubi month is coming up.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I cannot wait. I've been hearing some. I'm storing some good ones. You know, I hear tell about some Tubi movies, and went to the zoo.
You went to the zoo?
Yeah. I got a zoo.
The Hogle Zoo?
The Hogle Zoo.
Yeah.
With my nephew and my aunt. It's not a movie. I just did that.
It's pleasant.
I'm now a member.
A member? Like you signed up for something or what?
Well.
Like an email list?
Well, she was like, I think we're going to go to this more than 4 times, so I think it's worth it to get. So I have a little card with a little red panda on it. So that was awesome.
Yeah. I like the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the morals of a zoo? Like, and some people are like, I don't know, man. But I think it's important that kids see animals.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. I think I took it for granted when I was a kid, and then now I went and I was like, holy shit, giraffe. It's right there, man. Damn.
Yeah. They don't have elephants anymore. That kind of sucks.
No, they don't. They're breeding them over in another zoo.
Mm.
And so I think the Hogle Zoo is more morally sound than many zoos. Because a lot of them are like rehabilitation things, and some of them get released afterwards or whatever, and some of them like just can't survive in nature. But when they start breeding animals or whatever, that gets a little bit more dicey.
Mm-hmm.
But the zoo seems pretty good, you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed the zoo.
Yeah, zoo's cool. All right, well, I enjoyed the episode with you, sir.
Hell yeah, it was
always a pleasure.
We're gonna pause this and we'll come back tomorrow and record another 10 minutes. This has been kind of an experiment. We've been doing this in 10-minute increments just to see what happens and see if the episode turns out better. Can't believe they had to get that out by Friday, you know? They're like, we gotta get it out by Friday.
And then they were laws. Yeah, that's crazy. I guess she wasn't lacking in time, I guess.
What's her job? Yeah, I never got an impression of what her job was.
I guess maybe she took time off. Or maybe this podcast is popping off so much. I mean, they did have a lot of call-ins.
They did.
If we were to do a call-in, should we do a call-in episode? And then...
Who's calling?
Firth?
Colin Firth? Yeah.
We could talk about the Firth.
Yeah. Any other famous Collins? Phil
Farrell.
Collins?
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
He's the best.
I do call him Farrell.
What else would you call him? Hey. Colleen Hoover. Trevorrow. That's his name, right?
I think so.
That's another man that needs to be kicked in the penis. Similar to Levy.
Yeah.
But he's kind of been out. He's been out.
Somebody kicked him in the penis.
What? Let me see if he's up to something. Because that little scoundrel, man. He almost made 9. They got fired after the Book of Henry, which the Book of Henry is one of my favorites. Have you seen the Book of Henry?
I have not seen the Book of Henry.
If that's on Tubi, you gotta watch the Book of Henry. Colin Trevorrow, LOL. I typed in that, LOL. Yeah, man. Trash Mountain. Is he making a movie called Trash Mountain? That's pretty funny.
Autobiography.
Gay. Upcoming queer comedy drama film. Holy moly. Whoa, Caleb Heron? That guy? Okay. Zoe Deschanel's in it. Lily, what? Wait a second. Produced by Colin Trevorrow. Directed by Lily Wachowski?
That's your lady. It's one of your ladies.
Yeah, that's her first solo directorial feature. Like because they kind of split up with the Matrix 4. That's interesting. I didn't know she was down to make more movies. It seemed like she was pretty burnt out. Interesting. Coming back with a queer comedy. They've never. That's not their tone. Comedy's not their tone. They're so earnest. That's really interesting. Good for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hope we get a Lily Wachowski then as well. Oh, sorry, Lana Wachowski. Lily's doing this one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, beautiful. All right.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Have a nice night.
All right. Have a nice night, dudes.